This is the homework help video for both classes for Tuesday, October 4th. Problem number 9 on your homework is multiplication of two fractions, 2/5 times 15/22. We learned that to multiply fractions, we multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, or top times top, and bottom times bottom. 2 times 15 is 30, and 5 times 22 is 110. Then we have to simplify our fraction. I see that they both end in zeros, so I can definitely divide by 10. If you didn't see that, you could divide by 2, and then you'd see that you could divide by 5. You can get there as many steps as you need to, as long as you're careful with your work. 30 divided by 10 is 3. 110 divided by 10 is 11, and that's the simplest form of that fraction, so 3/11 is our answer. There's an easier way to do these, in my opinion. If you think of this 2/5 times 15/22 as one big fraction, 2 times 15 over 5 times 22, because we know we're going to multiply numerator times numerator over denominator times denominator. So once you have it set up this way, you can look at any numbers in the top and bottom that have a common factor, like 2 and 22. You can simplify before you multiply. So the common factor in this case would be 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 22 divided by 2 is 11. And then the same thing with 5 and 15. They both have a common factor of 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Then now that you have these simpler, smaller numbers, you can multiply across. And 1 times 3 is 3. And 1 times 11 is 11. We get the same answer, but I think it's easier than some of the fractions you get if you just multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Take quite a few steps to simplify. And the more steps it takes, the more chance we have at making an error. So I like this method. If you can get used to this method, I would recommend using it. I'm also going to do problem 12. Also do this both ways. 4/7 times 6/16. 4 times 6 is 24. 7 times 16 is, let's see, 70 and 42, that's 112. Then I can divide by, I don't know for sure, I'll divide by 2. I know that will work because they're both even. 24 divided by 2 is 12, and 112 divided by 2 is 56. So I can divide by 2 again, and I'll get 6/28. Divide by 2 again, 3/14, and now we're done because 14 is not divisible by 3. See, that's what I mean about you when I say that you can simplify in as many steps as you need to. I could have, if I can divide by 2 3 times, I could have divided by 8 from the start and done it in one step with the greatest common factor, but it's not necessary as long as you're careful with your division. Now let's do it the easy way. 4 times 6 over 7 times 16. And I see that 6 and 16 are both divisible by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And also 4 and 8 are divisible by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now when I multiply, I'm multiplying 1 times 3, which is 3, over 7 times 2, which is 14, and we get there a lot easier this way, I think. Okay, I hope that helps with the homework, and I'll see you in the morning.